All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been announced that Herschend Entertainment, best known for Silver Dollar City Amusement Park and Dollywood, home of Dolly Parton's theme park, has now shook hands with Palace Entertainment as Herschend is now buying Palace Entertainment Parks out. What does this mean? Well, for the Palace Parks, you will know names like Kennywood, Dutch Wonderland, Idlewild, and more, as a very familiar parks have been on listed with Palace and now are under Herschend ownership. So what does this mean? What's going to happen, and how do I think Herschend as a company will do with these parks? One main thing that Herschend is just good for doing is doing things family style for everybody. Let's talk Dutch Wonderland. So Dutch Wonderland in Lancaster, Pennsylvania will be one of the new parks that Herschend will acquire. I'm excited for this. I hope Herschend does well with this. I think they could expand on the theming as far as the medieval theming. I am also hoping that with Dutch, they really push more family attractions, family rides. Rides for the whole family. Not just kids, but not for all adults either. Just right in the middle, something every age can enjoy and every age can go on. Because I think Herschend will really try to look into this. But I don't know, expanding with Dutch Wonderland, what they could do, because behind Dutch Wonderland is farmland, where the boat ride is. There's that farm behind there. And the only way they could expand the land is to have that farm sold. And that's an Amish farm back there too. So I know when Hershey had it, they did not get that land. Palace Entertainment didn't get that land. And it's hard. I don't think the Amish are really easy on selling their land especially. So the only way they're going to expand for land and more attractions would be to get that farm back there. And that's a nice little plot of land back there. So hopefully, maybe they will try to acquire it and see what they can do. But I am excited that Herschend is getting Dutch and going to see what they do to the park, especially at Christmas time. Dutch Wonderland has an amazing Christmas event, and I can guarantee you, with Dollywood and Silver Dollar City, I could see Herschend just filling every single tree and building with lights all over the place. No bare spots whatsoever. They would go all out with their Christmas event for Dutch. It's really good now, and I'm telling you what, if Herschend does something, I'm hoping they just go all out. So very excited for Herschend to have Dutch Wonderland, because I'm really hoping they just really expand on the theming and get more family-friendly rides. Not just kiddie rides, family-friendly rides. Because they could definitely use that. And just seeing that Herschend, very family style. I could see them upgrading some restaurants and stuff inside Dutch Wonderland as well. And seeing how that goes. I think they might keep the campsite as well. I'm not sure. But I know they'll do things for the campsite and the Cartoon Network Hotel, which I don't know with the Cartoon Network licensing if they're going to. I could see Herschend retheming Cartoon Network Hotel altogether. Wouldn't really be sad for Cartoon Network hotel if they were to retheme it at this point, knowing Cartoon Network is out. To retheme it for Herschend, I would really like to see that, honestly. And knowing they're in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, they would do an amazing theme job for that hotel. So they have so many things they can do with that, with Dutch in the area. So I'm very excited to see that. But I hope to see more for next year with Dutch. Hope to see big plans. And let's see what they do from there. Another park that you are familiar with, Palace, is Kennywood. Kennywood is out in near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And already Kennywood is really a family park. A lot of family rides, different things for all ages. So I'm not really sure what Herschend will do with Kennywood. I don't know what they could do with Kennywood at this point. What I am hoping is that they do keep the old nostalgic coasters. I'm not saying they would ever tear them down, like Racer and Thunderbolt and the Jackrabbit especially. I wouldn't think they would touch any of those. One thing I will say, and this is terrible, but I really if Herschend takes the reins, that they get rid of that Steelers country. I'm sorry, yell at me all you want, tear down Steel Curtain, really, honestly. Because guess what? Steel Curtain, when it opened, was an S&S, and it literally has had nothing but problems. It was closed all of 2024. They're hoping to get it back open this year. But I think they just went too much, putting an entire Steelers themed area in there. I think that's where the old log flume used to be. But at this point, really, tear down the Steelers country, get rid of Steel Curtain, put something in there that is more reliable, it's just reliable, something that'll actually work, and you don't have to close down for an entire year. Now, I shouldn't be yelling just Kennywood. I know they Cedar Point had the same issue. I get with Top Thrill 2 and everything, but they are working on that, and I'm hoping they work on Steel Curtain. But knowing Herschend to take over, yell at me if you want. Tear down Steel Curtain, get rid of it, get rid of the whole Steelers theme thing. I know Pittsburgh is Steelers country. I get it. But it was very much unnecessary to put an entire area for Steelers inside that amusement park. Really unnecessary. I think it's kind of stupid for an amusement park to do something like that. It was really unnecessary, and of course, with Steel Curtain, honestly, being a dud, a flop, a failure. That's what it was. Get rid of it, and because you can't fix it, you haven't been able to fix it, you had to close it down for an entire year. Get rid of it. Other than that, I don't think Kennywood as a whole would need much changing up at this point. I am also excited that their neighboring park, Idlewild, that I think is not far, Idlewild could use some serious love and attention. I think Idlewild really has been off the map for I don't know how many years. I know when Palace took it over, you didn't hear anything about Idlewild. Nothing with Idlewild has been updated either, ever, in years. They updated the roller coaster, I know, because of the accident a couple years with, I don't know where, honestly, where in the hell they got the new train for the roller coaster, but it looks just horrible. So I hope if Herschend sees it that they try to either get something else with the train or get a new train, make it look normal. So, but Idlewild is the one park also that needs a lot of attention. updating, maybe put some more family-friendly rides in there. And I don't know the land situation with them. They possibly could expand too. But to see Herschend as a company now take these places over, I am excited. Excited to see what they do for these parks, for the parks they acquired. And again, for the parks they have, you look at Dollywood, Silver Dollar City, you look recently what they've been doing to Kentucky Kingdom, and yeah, theming. They are very well known for theming. So let's hope something big in the theming area gets done. I could really see that happening. So big handshake, similar, but I don't think as large as the handshake of Six Flags and Cedar Point, which honestly at this point has been a god awful disaster since they took over. I really get these two companies. This Cedar Fair is trying to clean house. But I think they just demolished and are trying to rebuild from ground up at this point, because it is just they are going way out of line with some of this stuff. And hopefully they don't go too far, really too far into areas they don't need to go. Well, I'm talking about Cedar Point, Cedar Fair, and Six Flags, but I digress with that. I'm done. Herschend is now owner of a lot of good Pennsylvania amusement parks, and I'm very excited to see what they do with it. Again, Herschend, when I think Herschend, I think class. Herschend is a very classy company. I do like them. So I have been to both Silver Dollar City and Dollywood. They are very nice. Silver Dollar City is just gold. You want to talk about one of the best theme parks I've been to? I absolutely love it. So, and the theming is just beyond, amazing. So I'm really hoping that they take these other parks as well. And you see what they're doing to Kentucky Kingdom and just turn it into just a great park. Great experiences, great theming, great family fun for everyone, not just kids, not just adults, but everybody in between. So, very excited. Tell me your thoughts on this. Tell me your thoughts of what you think you would want to happen with Herschend and these acquired parks, and what you would like to see for the future of these amusement parks. So, and the 2025 season is starting. So our roller coasters and theme parks are now starting to open up for us. So here's the future. Let's see what 2025 has in store for all of us. And let's see what Herschend does with these parks. Will they go big or will they go home? Knowing Herschend, they're going to go all out and go out way beyond we could ever imagine. As far as theming, family rides, and more. So, if you see Dutch start changing, well, here you go.